Hello students, how are you? Welcome to iTTV. I'm Miss Sonia, your Form 1 English tutor. Students, how are you doing today? I'm sure you all are doing really well. Now today's lesson is as interesting as ever. We are going to talk about how small the world has become. It's a small world after all. Now I'm going to read a passage and I want you to read along. Let's start. We will skim and scan for important points which are related to the first section of the lesson. As you are aware, the title of our topic today is It's a Small World After All. So, what do we exactly mean by a small world? Does that mean that over the centuries, movements in the physical structure of Mother Earth that has made it shrink and therefore reduced its size literally? Are distances between places and countries nearer now? How wonderful it would be as we need not spend a great deal of our time traveling. However, what it really means here is that science and technology's myriads of inventions have succeeded in merging distances between people across continents. Cars, airplanes, and other modes of transport have minimized traveling time and a boost to the economy and the well-being of people. For instance, an accident victim can now be transported to a hospital in no time, either by ambulance or even a helicopter, depending on the location of the mishap. However, this was quite a feat before these wonderful inventions. Today, technological developments in the arena of communication are magnificent. The world appears to have shrunk further with the debut of telephones, fax machines, mobile phones, television, the Internet, World Wide Web. Communication with another living at the other end of the world is just at the touch of the fingertips. These marvelous creations enable communication throughout the world and simultaneously make one feel near at hand. Via television, watching documentary films gives one the idea of being in that certain place without any cost. Likewise, retrieving information by surfing the internet, using email services, or even better still, online chatting, shopping, and using the webcam appear to have effected the shrinking of the world. In sum, just like in the movie Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, science and technological inventions and gadgets seem to shrink distances throughout the world. Hence, the size of the world seems literally reduced. So students, what did you think of that passage? Now, if you were born, say, probably in the 1600s, there were no such things as phones, telephones. The post was not something like it is today. You see, if you were to send a message to, let's say you were living in England, and if you wanted to send a message to probably somebody in France, today all you would have to do is probably just go online, get onto the World Wide Web, click on an email, type in your email and send it over to your friend in France. Now, he'll probably receive the email in probably less than 2 minutes. But in the 1600s, if you were to send a message, you had to write it down on paper, fold it up, put it into an envelope, give it to somebody, and that person would have to go track through all those miles to end up giving it to the person in France. It would have taken a very long process. So if you notice, time has helped humans advance themselves to be in a better place. Now, with the invention of the World Wide Web, we have no problem actually communicating with each other. I could pick up the phone today and just call somebody all the way in China, and it wouldn't be a problem. Think about those times, long time ago, and the need, or if you miss somebody, how would you actually contact them? It would be a very, very lonely place. And the World Wide Web has actually opened up a lot of opportunities for humans as well. Besides communication, the World Wide Web has opened business ventures and business opportunities as well. You see, people now have opened up businesses on the internet. So you could actually go on the computer, choose something you'd like, buy it online, and there you go. You could probably sit at home doing this. You don't have to step out your house. So the internet has helped humans get into a place in life where things are easier than how it was before. Now, before we go on any further, I hope you paid attention to the passage because I have an exercise for you. Now, students, we are going to do an exercise. Now, the answers to each question won't be given to you literally. I will show you where in the passage you can get the answer from. So maybe you could actually start doing these sort of questions on your own without the help of the answer. Now, let's go on to the first question. How does the passage imply that the earth has literally shrunk? Now you would find the answer in this line. Does that mean that over the centuries, movements in the physical structure of Mother Earth that has made it shrink and therefore reduce its size, literally? So to answer your question number 1, which is how does the passage imply that the Earth has literally shrunk, you can get it from this sentence. Next question. What are the benefits of science and technology? And the answer is, however, what it really means here is that science and technology's myriads of inventions have succeeded in merging distances between people across continents. Cars, airplanes, and other modes of transport have minimized traveling time and a boost to the economy and the well-being of people. So there you go, students. For question number 2, you'll be able to actually find the answers in these few sentences. Now you would realize that cars, airplanes have minimized traveling time. It's also boosted the economy. Now you also have science and technology's myriads of inventions that have succeeded in merging distances between people. So the answers are able to be taken out from these sentences, and you of course have to structure it in a better way. Our third question. How do technological gadgets help you? The world appears to have shrunk further with the debut of telephones, fax machines, mobile phones, television, the internet, which is the World Wide Web. So students, for our third question, how do technological gadgets help you? You may be able to find your answer from here. The world appears to have shrunk further with the debut of telephones, fax machines, mobile phones, television, and even the internet. Now students, we've come to the end of our lesson, so very quickly let us recap what we learned today. We realized that the world's actually come a little bit smaller for all of us because with the internet, with the World Wide Web, we are able to communicate with people in a much easier way and in lesser time. You see, a phone call would take about 20 seconds to connect to a person who's all the way in the other side of the world. Sending an email, sending a letter, even our post services nowadays have become so much more better because of technology. Planes flying across the world with our envelopes and our letters and all these sort of things have made our lives so much more easier, all because of technology. We've come to the end of our lesson, students, and I hope you enjoyed today's lesson. Thank you for watching iTTV. I'm Miss Sonia, your Form 1 English tutor.